What's going on, friends? Carlos here, Carlos Gil TV. So today was day one at my new job working at LinkedIn. Today's vlog is going to be dedicated all around the experience of working for LinkedIn. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I am here in my temporary housing. I moved to San Francisco yesterday from St. Louis. And today, if I have to go ahead and put it into just one word, I would say today was gratifying. Today was a day unlike any other. It was real emotional. Like, I didn't know to be happy or like how to put my emotions out there. Like, it's hard for me just even to put it into words. So let me just try to kind of talk through this to see if it makes sense to all you guys out there. So for one, I'm staying here in downtown San Francisco, and today's orientation was in Mountain View, which is where LinkedIn's headquarters is. So I took an Uber. It was real early in the morning. People were telling me that the traffic gets really bad leaving the city. So I actually hopped in an Uber at 6 a.m. and I got to Mountain View just a little bit past 7. There was a little bit of traffic. So I got Mountain View a little bit past 7 o'clock. It was really early, but I figured, you know what, for being the first day, it's better to be early to work than to be late. I had the orientation started at 8:30, so I was about an hour and a half early. I meerkatted the entire experience, the whole drive from here in San Francisco out to Mountain View. It was really cool. Just there was people. Granted, I'm 3 hours behind the East Coast, so it was about 10 o'clock over on the East Coast. There was about 40 or 50 people that were watching on Meerkat that time, and it was awesome. Like, they were all pumping me up, saying congrats, Carlos. One of the cooler experiences was when we actually got off. When I got off Uber and when we got off Meerkat, I just sat at a bench in this courtyard right in the front of the office, and I just kept looking up at the logo. I kept looking up at the LinkedIn logo, and I get goosebumps even talking about it. Just the emotions at that point in time that came over me was a feeling of, honestly, like I made it. It was a feeling of I made it in my career. I made it in life. If this is the coolest thing I ever get to do in my career, if this is the highest I will ever climb, I'm completely fine with that, because there's not a lot of people that get to go ahead and do this. There's not a lot of people that get to go work for their dream job. And at 31 years old, I have an opportunity to work not only for one of the greatest brands and greatest companies in this entire world, but I now am working for my dream job. And LinkedIn and what's meant to me throughout my career, throughout this journey, whether it was 13 years ago when it started or specifically the last 7, in which LinkedIn has helped transform me and reshape me as a professional. Again, lost my job in the banking industry 2008 due to the recession. I turned to LinkedIn. I started up a business, Jobs Direct USA, that helped put people back to work. Through that, I networked. I built this social network. I added value to those relationships. Part of adding value in those relationships led me to a job in brand marketing, starting up social media and leading social for 3 different brands. None of that happens at all without LinkedIn being involved and without having this hustle and this drive and this tenacity to be able to take these relationships and actually have it mean something. And I've used this analogy in my last couple of videos, but I'm going to drop it again. Social media, it's like a giant piggy bank. Every single day, you should be dropping pennies, nickels, dimes into this piggy bank. And what that is those are connections, and that's value that you're adding to those connections. And social media is not defined by how many people you follow as it is by how many people do you influence. How many people do you help transform and change their lives? Having a lot of followers, having a lot of connections means nothing for you if you're not actually investing into those relationships. In my case, I have over 18,000 first-degree connections on LinkedIn. That means absolutely nothing other than just a big number if I'm not actually adding value to those people. And a day like today, in which before I left my apartment, I changed my employment status, that I now work at LinkedIn. I posted on Facebook. I saw throughout the day just an outpour of everything from emails to comments to tweets to likes. All of it is just so humbling because this isn't about me at all. It's not about me as it is about the journey. As it is about, I have invested so much time. Again, the piggy bank. You deposit, you deposit, you deposit. I've invested so much time into social media relationships with no expectation of any return whatsoever. And if it wasn't for me depositing and investing in relationships, this today, working for this company that to me is more than a paycheck, it's more than just a job, it's my livelihood, it's who I am. If it wasn't for all of that, this would not be possible. Wearing this shirt would not be a reality. Today was just, it was such an awesome day. I'm so thankful for today. Because I strive to be that agent of change. Again, not for me, but for so many people out there that can learn from my lesson, from my experience. And they can use this for their own gain. One of the people that really inspired the hell out of me throughout my professional journey over the last 7 years has and is Gary Vaynerchuk. Something about Gary, the swagger, the aura, the just blunt, real talk that he drops. When I was at my lowest point in 2009, 2010, and I gravitated to Crush It and then Thank You Economy, Gary helped me get out of the hole that I was in. And I made a commitment to myself that if someday, if I can be in a position that someone can look up to me the way I look up to Gary, as long as I'm influencing and inspiring one person to change their situation, then mission accomplished. It's all about paying it forward. It's all about taking what Gary meant to me, take that to transform myself, use these tools to my advantage to be able to connect, network, and engage and add value, and then keep paying it forward to other people out there. That's the name of the game. So going back to today, I'm sitting there on this bench. I'm looking at this brand. I'm thinking about everything that it means to me. And then orientation starts. And orientation really became being immersed in the culture, the values. One of the first acts of duty at LinkedIn was to take a selfie with someone from the new hire orientation group. And it's really cool because now that I'm working in social media, they actually want you to talk about the brand. They encourage the employees talk and show through social media how cool it is working for this amazing, amazing brand, which is LinkedIn. So there's this hashtag, which is hashtag LinkedIn Life. And it's an opportunity for employees and associates of LinkedIn to share their experiences of working with the brand and how cool it is. And again, to show others in the outside world of if you work hard, if you have the same drive, you have the same determination, if you value culture and you value people and what technology can do to improve and people through their career and in their life, then this would be a really cool opportunity for you. So for all of you out there that follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, all other social media networks, Instagram, Facebook, what have you, I'm sure you're going to be seeing a lot of content from me. With hashtag LinkedIn Life, just because again I'm wearing the shirt. I'm a part of the organization. I'm a part of the family. So I'm gonna do everything I can out there to use these tools, use these mediums like I'm doing right now, for all of you to not only see the journey that I'm going through with LinkedIn, starting today, but hopefully inspire those of you out there to either make the journey to LinkedIn as well, or on your own professional journey, use social media for social good. Use these tools, use the technology, use LinkedIn to connect with as many people as you can. And again, it's not the numbers game in terms of connecting and just have a lot of followers as it is connect with as many people as you can to add value. Find like-minded people out there that you can connect with, engage, offer to help them. I can't tell you how many times throughout a week I actually use my social network to connect people with employers, headhunters, recruiters, potential people that they want to do business with and sell to. For example, I have a lot of people in my network that they're sellers, they're sales professionals. They're constantly looking for their next prospect, their next piece of business to go ahead and potentially sell and close on. Because I have this vast network and I know people at different brands. I like to consider myself a chief connector. I'm constantly playing the role of Cupid. I'm constantly connecting person A with person B because I know both people. And I think by connecting people together, I'm doing a good service. I'm offering value to my network, but I'm also connecting people that I think are like-minded and can really use the benefit of knowing one another. So, coolest things that I learned today about LinkedIn as a company on the inside, they value their people. I have worked for some really cool brands, but honestly, guys, I've never worked yet for a brand where I see that they really are all about talent. They're all about their employees. Everything from how you come and dress for work. Like I could go to work tomorrow dressed like this in a t-shirt and jeans and sneakers and fit in just fine. To being all about nutrition and health and wellness and encouraging their employees to take a day out of the month, which are called in days, to give back to either their communities or give back to their own personal enrichment, give back to the company by engaging with fellow associates. Value things like exercise, value things like what you eat, having access to great meals. Like all this to me is just, I'm in this state right now of, is this too good to be true? Did I win the lottery? It's just so much for the brain to absorb in one day that I think I'm going to have to break this up over multiple videos, which I think is fine. I don't think LinkedIn minds. I don't think you guys out there mind. Because again, I do this just to share with all of you, give you some insight and access to what's happening in my life. But you know what, guys? I want to kind of end it on this note. I am one of the luckiest guys on the planet. I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world to have this opportunity to work for this brand that means so much to me, that has done so much to change my life. Like, you've got no idea. I don't know what I would be doing right now if it wasn't for LinkedIn. I don't know where I'd be in my career if it wasn't for me turning to the platform when I did 7 years ago at the height of the recession as a result of job loss. I just don't know. I don't know what I would be doing. I might be working in a bank. Who knows? But I know this. I'm going to make the most of this opportunity. I'm going to seize this opportunity because this is an opportunity that it doesn't come around every day. And this is not an opportunity that I could just go knock on any door out there and have it come to me. I've had to work harder than you would imagine. I've had to go through a lot of falls, a lot of stumbles, a lot of heartache, a lot of hard times to get to this. And now that I'm here, I'm going to make the most of this opportunity. I guarantee you that. And I'm going to use this opportunity to help a lot of people along the way. And that is my word and my commitment. That is #RealTalk. So for now, friends, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being personally invested in me and helping me get here. It's crazy to think, a little over a month ago, I was on a Uber ride with a recruiter for LinkedIn, and I made a video about it. And I talked to all of you out there as soon as I got to my hotel. I talked to you about leaving no stone unturned. And every opportunity out there is a networking opportunity. And you always have to be on top of your game because you never know who is out there that holds the keys to your success, who can help you open up that door that otherwise you wouldn't be able to open up on your own. And here I am in San Francisco in an apartment wearing the shirt, representing and talking about the brand that means so much to me. It's incredible. So friends, thank you so much for watching this. Fist bumps. Anything in life is possible as long as you have a plan to get you there. Don't forget that. See ya.